Huh? Every time I slap on your ass before the game, I always win for some reason. Let's win this game. There are no more shots for you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now.
The slot man in motion right. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go now. Leopard. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the
Good
Jaguars
defense.
send out their punter. As
Good
the
ass
first drive
defense.
of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating
That's
space
what,
for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Back to throw. Reed. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense. And
Yeah,
they can
top
add
tier
up as the
team.
game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Reed. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Reed steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first
better.
drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Come on, man.
Now a handoff looking right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Throwing on first down. Reed under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on third and long. Reed.
What the fuck is he doing?
Jaguar sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Receiver in motion.
Yeah, I clicked the money and on TV this year. I could have just walked on the block.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
That nigga is jacking this shit out of me.
Back there. They'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, that's how he finna walk on.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete.
I swear to God, linebacker.
And he gets
Come on,
this one
Casey.
all the way up to the 40.
Yo,
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
what up, motherfuckers? Oh man, that was a playoff. They started the playoffs the last minute. Like, we gotta play a game today. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm smashed the like 40-10.
2 minutes to go here in
Nah,
the
this team that she got this year, dog, they so good. She got tons of playmakers on the team now, dog. So she ain't got to do everything no more.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play call.
Yeah, we trying to pop this bottle, man. We 0 for 2 in the championship. 2 years in a row we lost that bitch. This year is ours, man. What you talking about?
Down he goes.
I got the girls, dog. Every man, we clicking. We clicking on all cylinders. For real. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm about to work on her strength this summer. Get her an AAU.
Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They set themselves behind
She
the
got
chains,
ball
trying to
handling
get it all
skills.
back in one
She just
play
ain't got
and
the
get
strength to
back
go with it.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you?
I'll show you some shit, boy. She got ball handling skills.
In this
Boy, I'll
case,
show
they
you
tried to
some
get
shit.
it back right away, and it didn't work out.
What's good? Which one? The one she in? Levine District. The commissioner, man.
On first down, Reed. Dancing to his left. And almost intercepted.
Nah, you know what? I would show some tape against a team that whipped our ass this year, boy. They got this girl on their squad. She like LeBron
James.
James.
Like defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back.
Yeah, his little cousin, dog. She's so cold.
Them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
She cold in a bitch. They undefeated, I think. We only lost to them. But we gonna whip their ass in the championship. I guarantee it, baby.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8
We're
forthcoming.
gonna chop her ass all fucking game. That's exactly what we're gonna do. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
They'll run it now out
It's
of the
gonna
gun.
be beautiful.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
That's what they did to my daughter last year, man. I was so mad because coach ain't even make the adjustment. I'm like, man, we gotta fucking get the ball on my daughter's hand because they chopping her as soon as she bring the
This will
ball
be
up.
taken at the 13. No return, but it goes down as just a punt.
Y'all playing? What y'all playing? Walk on the pro end.
Jaguar football as they take over deep in their
I got
own
neck.
territory. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And they will break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Man, I'm lit, man. I'm feeling good, baby.
Shit, I just beat Zoe.
3 yards
Yeah,
to
I
go
came
here
back and
on
won that
second
bitch.
down.
Was he streaming? Was he streaming? Oh.
No.
Yeah, he was kicking my ass, man.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here.
Defense
That's complete. 16 yards heads
Why,
out
is all
of
the
the
game
pickup for
plan
the Jags and a first
No.
down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best
I'm
players
still
in
playing.
space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to
Who
your
you playing,
runner,
Pop?
get him
I'm
out
playing
in the
Jay,
front,
Joe.
and let him have a chance to make people miss it.
Stream up if you want to watch it.
Stop the run, stop the run, stop
I've
the
been
run.
on that shit.
Set of downs here.
You know, come on, that nigga in my division.
And then that when he stacked the wide receivers on one side,
The nigga in my division.
He's gonna roll all the way to the other side.
I know, the nigga in my division.
Oh yeah, you know. Let me shut the hell up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Oh, you don't like
Around
it.
the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. That
Focus.
one tight to this
Beat 'em
point,
again.
and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now they try the right side here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Off the play fake. Reed. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Good shit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's shoving his way inside the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, because you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
It worked. Oh my God, it fucking worked. Shit.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. From the gun, Reed. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect them.
There he goes, right side. And a touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. A little juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Reed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Bring me a cigarette.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now out comes Houston. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Buying time to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, 8.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Reed. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Chargers have just stretched their lead with a score. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off play action. Reed. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, y'all.
From the gun, Reed. And he comes back with one complete.
Wow.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A pickup of 11 at a Texans first down. So here we go, first and 10
why two
now.
ugly people always make a pretty baby?
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Haha, you
This
funny.
has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No, my wife when it was watching Black
Defense in a
Ink.
good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and
And so this
13
little
now.
baby. Cute as hell. That parents look like fucking crackhead.
Operating from the gun. Reed. Escaping the pressure.
Man, I took my shot meter off for the
Get up
first
to the
time. That shit
43-yard
helped.
line.
That shit helped.
They'll end up getting
Wow.
5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I didn't even know how to
Give
take it
credit
off. I
to
just
him for
stumbled
buying
upon
time
the
and
shit.
extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had
That's
him.
what all the noise
Instead,
is
he was
about.
coated in Teflon and got away.
I can see my whole jump shot now. Shit.
Here we go. Red 38.
To throw on 3rd down.
Oh,
Reed.
yeah.
Forced it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given
You're
them
on
a
the bye
whole
week,
lot of
man.
sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Elsewhere, a
No, I'm
3rd
talking about right
quarter
now.
score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Callie.
Looking to throw. Reed. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
D-Night.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And that's
Bus.
what you've got your
And
tough little
bucket.
slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions
That's
in
the
the
only
middle
game,
of the
Bucks
field.
and Buckets.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go. What? Nine. What? Nine.
Off the play fake. Reed being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Black round. Black round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
You're strong, little nigga.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hit the weight room, little nigga.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Richard said Cali.
Slot man moves right. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A gain of 32 that time.
No, Pez
They
ain't let him score.
They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Call denied.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves
Mookie, you was off today?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time
Mookie, you was off today?
And continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Yo.
A great effort there.
Yeah, what you and no dude playing?
The game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Oh, okay,
Now,
okay. Roger that. 10-4.
They just add on to their big lead.
All right, G.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Only 2 games left.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go.
Off play action. Reed.
He's going to get away with
Eat
nothing.
this one as down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Try not to use the turbo.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down. Reed.
Shut up,
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Them pure slashers can, though.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here.
Oh, y'all ain't rubbing bodies.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now.
Communicate. Don't leave your man. Don't leave your man.
Take off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Reed. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
Y'all just beat these niggas. Y'all know what it takes.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete.
What time
that
is it? It ain't over.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reed looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Meyer. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Back to throw. Reed. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now it's second and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big body stops.
Hey, did D-Nice message you, Bookie?
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here.
That's yesterday.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and... timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Final score now on our NFL scoreboard. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Yeah.
To throw on second down, Reed.
Okay.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7.
I'm loading up right now.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
From the gun on third down.
Bookie, I'm trying to find out what's up with Bus and Buckets and then D-Nice and Trey. Trey, Jets. That's a division game right there.
Get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
They both do. I messaged them, and Trey said he ready right now. Yeah,
all right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
I was coming.
Can they give this
I
time
was
to
y'all
take
needed
that?
one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of
Let me
points
know.
that they did. Boy, were they clicking on
Let me know if y'all ready.
They
I'll
can't
play
help
with
but feel
y'all.
great about themselves, can they? I mean,
Yeah, I'll
what a
come back to
game
2K.
put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you
Right,
still think you can do anything
So
wrong.
can't do no
Whatever you
walk-on
call,
program,
run,
or
pass,
y'all
it's all
just
gonna
doing
work.
y'all team?
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, they improved to 5-0.
Okay.
That shit is too easy. I'll just wait till niggas get back. I know Bookie gonna be up all night.
Yeah, fix that broke ass shot, boy.
Thursday.